Japan redefined the way I look at happiness. So the first week in Japan was kind of interesting because I was there with my cousin and his friends, and we skied basically for 2 weeks straight. We skied, and basically from the very start, I hop on the plane to go to Hokkaido, and they happen to be on the exact same plane. It was insane, and instantly that gave me like reassurance like of safety, I guess. We have a great time, we're skiing, getting stuff done, eating good food, just enjoying the trip. Eventually they dropped me off at this place called Hotel Tiffany. Okay, and this is where the real trip begins. Once they dropped me at this Hotel Tiffany, I'm on my own. I'm completely solo for the next month or so in Japan. And immediately I feel completely alone, super lonely. And I had this quote pop into my head from Alexander Supertramp: "Happiness is only real when shared." And I was like, damn, I really wish I was here with someone right now. That morning I just had to wake up and I had to go skiing. I had to do something. I realized as soon as I walked out, as soon as I went into nature and I went on this kind of ski in the mountains, and it was kind of epic, like a huge storm came in. But I wasn't scared. I wasn't stressed like I was in the public transport or getting to the hotel or all this minor stuff that is really simple. It's simple to show up for the train on time. It's simple to get to your hotel and check in, but I don't know, just by myself it felt like I had no one to turn to. It might not be perfect, but I was happy. I wasn't worrying about anything. And that same night, I decided, you know what? I can't be stuck up in this hotel. I gotta get out of here again. So I go into the night, it's snowing so hard. I take some random bus and I get to an onsen. And that night, I meet 2 professional snowboarders from Germany. And they were really nice. We went out for dinner and I was like, dang, it is really easy to make friends if you just give it a little bit of effort. So I come to the realization like, hey, it's really not that hard to meet cool people and do stuff with them. And hostels are a really important part of this trip because that's where I met and did most of my stuff is with people that I met from hostels. And after Hotel Tiffany, packed up my stuff and went to this hostel. It was in the middle of nowhere. And sure enough, the 3 days I was in this hostel, I was in the perfect spot. This country bumpkin town just so happened to be in the middle of all the ski resorts, all these backcountry mountains. And there's super nice people there. Was able to go skiing and backcountrying with all these awesome people. Got to go in the city and do some fun stuff. And again, I had the sense of reassurance, I had the sense that someone had my back. And that brings me to my next point, which is the fact that when you're with people, you feel like everything you do is validated. Everything you do is real, I should say. Real in the sense that it actually is happening. So if I'm out here, I'm all by myself in the middle of nowhere. The only person that knows I'm out here right now is me. Does that make it any less real if someone else was out here watching me be out here. So that's kind of a sense I got. Like I would go on all these adventures alone, and I would feel like the sense that it didn't really happen if no one was there to see it. And that's what I think is a real issue with social media as well. Because even if I'm out here right now, I'm recording this, I'm gonna put it on social media, and then maybe a bunch of people are gonna know that I'm out here doing this. A bunch of people are gonna see my adventures that I did by myself in Japan. So I get that validation that it's actually real and tangible and that it actually happened. You gotta be okay with not having your experience be validated by someone else. The way you validate an experience by yourself is to simply be present and observe, experience life as it's happening. And I think not telling anybody about your thing, your cool thing that you just did, actually in a weird way makes it even better. Because you have that pride, that kind of sense of pride, not ego, but pride in yourself that you did something. It was hard to get up that morning, but you got up anyways. You did something crazy. You saw some cool stuff, and you experienced life. I think the last thing I want to touch on before I leave you guys to ponder on my message is I had to destroy my ego. I had to do that because in a foreigner in a different country where there's not too many foreigners that time of year, you kind of feel singled out, especially like on the train. Have all of this luggage, you just feel seen. You feel like everyone's looking at you, judging you, and it kind of just sucks. But I came to the realization, or I remembered, that everyone's worrying about themselves. Someone looks at you for 5 seconds, looks, oh look, there's a gaijin, there's a foreigner, and then they continue on with their day because they don't have all day to worry about you. And that brought me a lot of happiness when I was traveling alone. Just being like, okay, huge weight off my shoulders. Like, okay, I can mess up. I can lose my skis in the train, have to spend the whole next day tracking them down. No one's following, no one cares. Like, people, if anything, people want to help. People were so helpful, nice, and just awesome. You can't stop, you gotta stop making up this story that everyone hates you, everyone is judging you. You just gotta live.